unbusy enough to do this. You're going to have to. I remember the day, this is after I had prayed to be the president of this and so on and so forth, and here I am running Lights Entertainment Firm, which we do management, production, we do TV, film, all this stuff. And I had a problem one day, and I sat at my dining room table, and I prayed to God about the problem. And God said, what you praying to me for? Be presidential. You want to be a president? Be presidential. Work it out. And then I remember one day specifically looking at Obama, and this was in his second term, and he looked like he had aged 20 years. And I thought, wow, if the president of the free world has enough time in the same 24-hour day that I have to manage the world, then I have to have enough time to manage the world God has given to me. God has given each of us a world. And the story that we don't have enough time to, that's a lie. Okay? You can have it all, just not at the same time all the time. So when I got on this journey to build these businesses and go to the next level, when I got on the journey, I couldn't do everything. I couldn't go to all of my children's cheerleading games. Drea had to go. I couldn't go to church every Sunday. Tina met Taylor there. When I couldn't do it all. I had to make some choices. I couldn't cook every day, and I didn't feel guilty. I said, we are a basketball team. My husband's the forward and the center. I'm the point guard. I go out and score the points. Everybody else pick up the ball, dribble it, do it. Whatever you're going to do with it, do it. But I cannot do it all, and I'm not going to be guilty. And I promise you, when I get through with this cycle, when I break through, so now when we vacation and we go and those are business trips and so on and so forth, now they understand the sacrifice. This is where the battle is. It is in your mind. I can't do it. They won't believe me. I won't go. My boo is turned into a who, what, when, where, why, how much. It is in your mind. Don't let anything distract the mind. The law of recognition. Ooh, baby. Everything you need is near you. You already have it. And it's merely waiting on your recognition. In 2019, this was after 10 years of being in the entertainment industry, I was tired. I had been on the road. I had done everything I thought I could do. And I had done a season on the Steve Harvey Show. And I realized that in coming back out, because I used to teach, I used to talk, but then when I came into the entertainment industry around 2008, I stopped speaking publicly. So I was behind the scenes building Lights brand, behind the scenes building Russell Simmons companies, behind the scenes working with folks like Kelly Price and Lil Mama and Sheila E. and all kind of folks. I was behind the scenes, and I wanted to stay there. So when I started going on the Steve Harvey Show and just speaking simple truths, people started reaching out. And then they started reaching out and they needed help. And so I'd say, go to your tax person, go to your insurance person. They're not helping me. So here I was faced with the decision, am I going to help people? And my answer was no, I didn't want to. But let me tell you something. If you follow order, you will listen to the voice of God in you. You will listen to your gut. You will listen. And I knew that that was out of order. So one day I cried. I sat in my dining room and I cried. I'm talking fluid was coming all down my face. Because I knew I had to create something to help all these people, millions of people who had not seen me on television, who needed more than what I could say in 10 minutes. So after I got done crying, my husband, who we've been married 27 years, he has literally just been a wonderful blessing to me in my life, always protecting, always encouraging. But I'm thinking he's going to give me a way out. So he says, what you crying for? I'm like, I don't want to do nothing else. Really. Have you ever been tired? Yeah. I just don't want to do nothing else. But these people keep asking me questions. And he said, you got to do it. Now, the options were, let's leave California, go retire, live on Lakeshore Drive in Chicago, and I don't know, do nothing for the next 10 years. He told me to keep working. So I wiped my tears with my arms, like this, like a kid. And I created New Wealth University. And it took everything out of me. That was at the end of 2019. I already had all the knowledge. I had written all the books. I just had to put it together so people could learn it. Guess what happened in 2 months? The pandemic hit. What you need, your breakthrough, you already have it. Now you just have to do it. Now you just have to believe it. Now you have to put in the work. You got to put in the blood, the sweat, and the tears. Does anybody here have anything that you know you're supposed to do and you haven't done it yet? You got to do it. And let me tell you something. You can't be talking about you don't have no time. Baby, you got the same amount of time. I remember watching Barack Obama in his second term, and he had aged so much. I was thinking, if he can do all of that, then I can certainly do this. If he can rule the world, I can rule my world. If Candy Burris, I don't even understand how Candy Burris operates.
That part.
I don't even understand.
That part.
But let me tell you something. She do it all. Honey, she got the social media. I mean, she doesn't miss a beat. And she can do it with her time and manage her world. You can do it in your world. So we got to give up not having time. The law of two. You got to partner up with somebody. Two are necessary for multiplication. One can slay 1,000, but two can slay 10,000. Right? So that's called geometric progression. That's why Candy and Don Juan are a team. That's why I was asked to come here. I was paid to come here. I'm just being very transparent. MC Light was not. I brought her here because we are a team.
Yes.
Candy loves her, it's like, oh, this is all good, right? So you've got to partner with someone because now you need to get into the space of geometric progression. 1 + 1 = 2. If you add another, it makes 3. If you add another, it makes 4. But when you're operating with the law of 2, 1 + 1 is 2. 2 goes to 4. 4 goes to 8. 8 goes to 16. You begin to duplicate. And so I understand that, I know that you understand this because you have a business where you get the ability to duplicate. Don't forget that in every aspect of your life. The law of place. Where you are is just as important as what you are. What you've decided to do, who you are, but when